Welcome back to the Wake Up Property Series.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Alright, so welcome back to the Wake Up Property Series on the Waking Up From Work podcast YouTube channel. Welcome back to the series for those who have been following on, and for those that are new to the channel, this is a place where we are going over our project renovating an 1850s farm in Maine into a recording studio, artist getaway, Airbnb, and our place to live too, somewhere there. If you're watching this channel, you're gonna see behind the scenes on the project doing renovation, build, mindset, finance, home business, startup, all of those things that go into starting up a creative business and starting doing the things that you want to do in renovation and building.
If you're liking the content that we're putting out, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and hit that notification bell so that way you don't miss any of our videos. We put out videos every other Friday, so make sure you don't miss them.
Today's video, I'm sure, is helpful to a lot of people, and that is, how do you do some things that start your renovation project or your business or anything really on a budget?
Yep.
We aren't rich.
No.
We're finding our way through all the things that we're up to, just like anyone else would. But we've come up with some tips to kind of get crafty with some different ways to either make money, save money, or not lose money, and try to get through the project and get going here. So,
Yep. So let's get ready to hustle. Tip number 1: flip life. Curse that. It was good. So when we bought this property, it had a bunch of random stuff left, like outside and in the house and all over the place.
we showed you the videos where we were taking not one, but two, but 3 bathtubs out of the backyard. So you know that there was some here already.
Yep. So the sellers asked us if we wanted any of the stuff removed, and we told them no, because we wanted the selling to go smoother, and also we thought we could sell it for some money. And
Not
we
all
did.
of it,
Not
but some
all
of it, definitely.
Yeah. And we're gonna salvage one of the bathtubs too.
True. So, flip life. So anyone that's an OG Craigslist or been selling things at a yard sale or anything like that, you know what this is. Obviously there's Facebook Market, there's a ton of different apps out there that you can do things, or just any way that you want to do it. But flipping things is really helpful when you don't have money, because then you can take the things and turn them into other things, or turn them into money, which is really important in the point of this video. So when we got here, there was a snowmobile trailer with no axle permanently kind of embedded into the land. So it was one with the land, and that was one of the larger items that they asked if they did want us to take off the property, and I wanted the challenge of trying to flip it. So I did flip it. So I was able to turn this into this. And the way that I did that was getting kind of crafty with making a Facebook Market post and making it look really appealing to people that were trying to get snowmobile trailers. We moved in here at a time where it was just heading into the winter season, and we were able to price this way cheaper than people who really needed a trailer but couldn't spend on a trailer. But now it's go time, it's the season, they needed it. So we were actually able to sell that to someone who was able to repair it and get ourselves a new toolbox. So that was pretty awesome.
We also had a couple old lawnmowers from our previous property that Dave found out last season just did not cut it with 2 acres of straight grass.
6 hours later.
6 hours later.
So we sold at least one of them so far, possibly we'll sell another, but we used some of that money to go towards a much larger, what did you call it, garden tractor?
Garden tractor.
Yeehaw!
So,
Tip number 2.
number 2,
Tools are expensive as
how to get creative with tools. So 1, don't buy them. Borrow them or take them from your family.
Lie, cheat, and steal. No, I'm just kidding.
But seriously though, at least in the stage of our parents' lives, they're kind of trying to downsize and they're at the stage where they don't want to fix things in the house. They would rather hire someone out to fix it for them. So they have had their collection of tools just grow and grow and grow. And they no longer have a purpose for it. So both my mom and his family offered us the tools that they no longer need. So we were able to go down to my mom's garage and sort through the piles of crap that was left there and grab a whole bunch of stuff. And it is on the condition that if she ever needs to borrow a tool, we need to drive down to her so she can borrow it, but we got a bunch of stuff for free. And is it the best brands? I don't know.
There's a lot of good brands in there, and the batteries are just shot, or the blade's bad, or it needs new grease or something like that. But the tool itself, that is the bulk of the price, is good to go and is a good brand. So like we had most of the things that we needed to get started for tools by just looking at the things that our parents aren't using anymore or will never use again and fixing them back up again to at least get most of the tools to get going.
Yep. Number 3. And this is privilege here, so I will merit it with that. Bought the house in October, so it landed quite perfectly around Christmas time. So we just asked all of our relatives to only give us gift cards to Lowe's and Home Depot. And most of them listened. So we got a fat stack of gift cards to Lowe's and Home Depot.
Basically, just anyone that we talked to, whenever the question came up of what should I get you for that blank?
Yeah.
For your birthday, for Christmas, for a cup of coffee. Can I take you out to dinner? No. Can I talk to you? No. Can you send me the only thing that I want from you? Only thing, if you're gonna give me something right now, because I'm dying in here, is a Home Depot or a Lowe's gift card.
Yeah.
And then our families were awesome.
Yeah.
And listened, and the only gifts that we got were Home Depot or Lowe's gift cards. So we were able to use that for the tools that we weren't able to get from borrowing or fixing up tools that were given that were old. We were able to then go get the tools that we did need to buy by not buying them. So thank you very much, people who helped us out there.
Thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. And we haven't actually, so far, have not bought a single tool with our own cash. So...
I have a dope-ass table saw in house.
Yes.
A dope.
Excuse me. We have a dope-ass table saw. Not you. We. We've both already used it.
Okay, so last tip that we have so far on this would be a great way of saving or making money is by not losing money. So when we were buying this place in the fall, we were heading into the winter. So we deliberately moved a lot of the project where we're gonna have to do that heavy demo work into what is now into the spring, heading towards the summer, so that way when we have these open walls with no insulation anywhere, not that an 1850s house has a lot of insulation anyway, but when we get into that stage of the project, we're not throwing as much money out in oil and heat to heat the house. And the other part being is that in the winter, there were some spots where we had a chimney that was just open to the outside because the previous owners took a fireplace out of there. I went ahead and spent $15 in insulation to stop the electric heat that was in that place from chugging along quite as much with just having an open gaping hole to the outside. So anything that you can do to stop losing money is really important when you're working on all of these other things that you're doing to make or save money. When you're fresh into a project like that, every single bit counts.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Next week's video is going to be on us going around and collecting a bunch of asbestos tests from a whole bunch of surfaces in this house.
It's an old house.
It's an old house with a lot of layers of floors, to make sure that we can actually go ahead with this demo and not have to completely go broke
Or die
from hiring asbestos abatement. So be sure to watch that. Keep your fingers crossed for us.
If you are enjoying this show, please check out these other videos that we have right here. We have a whole series going through this project from start to finish, and we'll keep doing them. Please, 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 if you're liking it, then show it. Like, subscribe, share this, and shoot some comments below on your thoughts, your project. So specifically though, we want you to comment below and let us know what is the weirdest things that someone has left at the property that you have purchased or that you got into. What's the weirdest things that people have left behind at the place that you moved into? And what's some other ways that you've used to either save or make money when you're trying to be a little bit crafty? What's some other ways that you have done that have worked for you? Let us know in the comments below. We want to know.
If you want to follow along on our journey and see a more day-to-day, smaller video format, we also have an Instagram and a TikTok. The TikTok is at Wake Up Properties, all one word.
And the Instagram is @DaveWakeUp, which is the podcast Instagram for any other social. Or if you want to listen to that podcast interviewing artists, creatives, entrepreneurs on a weekly basis, check out Waking Up From Work podcast, and you can listen to me ramble there.
All right, well, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Thank you.
Keep hustling.
Electric plug and oil runoff. Safety first, people. This is safety first.
I just already know what I'm going to do.
I never know what I'm going to do.
I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. Tell you.
Okay.
Now I don't know what to do.
Why did you do this?
Wait.
I thought this was part of it.
It is now.
Okay. Oh god, oh god, going south, going south. Jesus Christ. That was a bad idea.
Oh, you look so cute though.